What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 16 of the 2026 MLB Team Preview Series, hosted by the Bat Boy, presented by W Energy. Shout out to W Energy. Go check them out. Link is below in the description. Use promo code BATBOY, get 10% off. They got awesome stuff, awesome drinks. They got cool hats, as you can see on my head right now. They got great stuff. Go check them out. Today, we are focusing on the Minnesota Twins. Let's get right into it. 2025 recap. 70-92. They finished 4th in the AL Central. They only have one playoff appearance since 2020, but I don't really count 2020 as a real season, so 2019, really. Put it this way. I count it as a real season, but when we're looking at historical stats, it's hard to use that in any sort of context because they only played 60 games. It was such a weird season. There was players that were opting out. So when it comes to playoffs, the Dodgers finally breaking through and winning their World Series, it's kind of hard to judge all that. An odd stat that I did find, they've only had one playoff win since 2004. Like, not series win, one game win since 2004. Just one. I know they had their struggles against the Yankees throughout the early 2000s where the Yankees were sweeping them like year after year. But the fact that they've only won one game, and they had a good run there with the Justin Morneau, Joe Mauer, Johan Santana, like those years, they had a good squad, so it's surprising they only won one game. Transactions, they signed catcher Victor Caratini for 2 years, $14 million, first baseman Josh Bell, 1 year, $7 million, and they got a pair of relief pitchers, Taylor Rogers, 1 year, $2 million, and Anthony Banda, traded in from the Dodgers. They lost second baseman Edward Julian and relief pitcher Pearson Ole, both traded to the Rockies. Not much here for me. None of that really moves the needle. I think adding a couple relief pitchers is good. Caratini, okay. And Josh Bell's fine also. I don't know. None of that really does anything for me, to be honest. Spring training. We'll start off with the injuries. Pablo López, as I've talked about a few times, Tommy John surgery. He's out for 2026. Joe Ryan, lower back inflammation. He's questionable for opening day. And David Festa, shoulder impingement. I don't really know what that means, but he is also questionable for opening day. With that said, the pitching staff is something I'm going to be watching in spring training. From top to bottom, Pablo López was their ace. He's out. Joe Ryan was their next in line. He should be fine. Don't know. He's not pitching in the World Baseball Classic. He's questionable for opening day. Back problems are a real problem. I've dealt with back problems, and they suck. They are debilitating. So I don't know how serious his is. They're just saying back inflammation. I don't really know what that means. So he should be fine, but we don't know. David Festa should be back early in the season. Is he going to be in the rotation? Is he going to be a relief pitcher? I'm not really sure. Bailey Ober seems safe in the rotation, and then you got Simeon Woods Richardson, Taj Bradley, Zemi Matthews, all have earned their keep in the back half of the rotation. Kendry Rojas is a minor leaguer that I'm watching. He's struggled to stay healthy. He only pitched 18 games in 2025, which was his most in a pro season. 84 innings pitched in 2023 was his most in a single season in the minors, so health is a concern. However, stuff is nasty. He did have a 4.7 ERA in his 18 starts in 2025, bouncing back and forth from injury. He struck out 90 in 69 innings. He's got dominant stuff, upper 90s fastball, and then a slider changeup combo that is some real swing and miss stuff, noted by his high strikeout rate. And then they also have, gonna butcher, Connor Prilip. He's the number 9 prospect in the Twins org. Slider produces a 56% whiff rate, changeup 62% whiff rate. He's got filthy stuff also. He's threw 82 innings in 2025 across AA and AAA, which was also his most in a single season. And he struck out 98 and 82 innings. They got some guys. Obviously, you would prefer to have Pablo Lopez. Obviously, you would prefer to have Joe Ryan. But they do have some guys. And this division, outside of Detroit, doesn't look great. Kansas City looks solid, but it doesn't look great. A couple other prospects I'm going to be watching in spring training. Walker Jenkins, he's the number 14 overall prospect from MLB.com. Crazy consistent over the last 2 seasons. He's been so good. Over the last 2, he bat 282, 286, 6 home runs in 24, 10 and 25, 17 stolen bases in each of those 2 years. However, the strikeout rate drastically jumped from 24 to 25. In 2024, he had 47 strikeouts and 305 at-bats. In 25, he had 76 strikeouts and 308 at-bats. That's a big jump. That's 75% jump. And that's big. Might be even more than that. So if he can get his bat in check, and they got some potential spots in the outfield. Next outfielder I wanted to talk about, Emmanuel Rodriguez. He is the number 74 overall prospect, number 4 for the Twins. Incredible on-base ability throughout his minor career. He's got some pop. He's got some speed. But the theme among most of the Twins guys, he's got some injury problems. He is 23 years old now. He's been in the minors since, I believe, 2019. And he's already had a knee problem, abdominal problems, thumb problems, hip problems, oblique problems. It's just one thing after another. He can't get a full season going. But the raw talent is there. He can be really good if he can just figure it out. Kind of reminds me of Byron Buxton a bit. He's got the pop, he's got the speed, and just the injuries are just plaguing him year after year. Lastly, Kalen Culpepper. He's the shortstop. He's a non-roster invitee for 2026. He is the number 2 prospect in their organization. Last season was his first full pro season. He hit 289 with a 469 slug, 20 home runs, 25 stolen bases. Most likely not playing this year. He's still young. He's only had 1 full season. However, he's a guy that I want to watch because I think he's going to be really good. Obviously, has already shown 2020 potential. I could see that getting up to 30-30 by the time it's all said and done. And if he sticks at shortstop, that's a luxury to have. That's Bobby Witt Jr. luxury to have. Position battles. Outfield, outside of Byron Buxton, has to be up for grabs to me. I got into the prospects a minute ago. But right now, it looks like it's Matt Wallner and Trevor Larnach. And they're not bad, don't get me wrong. The problem is health. Larnach has an OPS plus of 102, 97, 116, and 99 in the past 4 seasons. He's just very average, which isn't a bad thing, but you would like for him to be a little better than that. And Matt Wallner produces a bunch when he's on the field. Problem is he's only played in 255 of 486 games of the last 3 seasons, 486 possible games of the last 3 seasons. He's the right fielder when he's healthy, but he's missing almost half of the games that the Twins play. Austin Martin had a very good 2025. He should get some run as well. He hit 282 with 11 stolen bases and just 150 at-bats. Almost a strikeout to walk ratio, so good bat-to-ball skills, good plate discipline. Doesn't have really any power to speak of, primarily your on-base and speed guy. I think he could make a great 9-hole hitter in this lineup, but we'll see. I also like Walker Jenkins. I think he's going to get a chance this year. So we'll see how that all shakes up. Player focus. Luke Keyshaw has to be the youngest player focus that I've done, or at least the player with the least amount of MLB playing time that I've ever used. I think he's going to absolutely explode in 2026. Last year he hit 302 with 4 home runs, 28 RBIs, and 14 stolen bases in just 49 games. Only struck out 30 times with 20 walks. He's got a great feel for the strike zone. He's a career 294 hitter in the minor league in 161 games, which is roughly a full MLB season. So 19 home runs, 45 stolen bases in a season. You will take that all day. Obviously, he's not playing against major league pitchers down there. But those are numbers that would look awesome from your second baseman. He did make 6 errors at second in his 41 games with the Twins last year. 41 defensive games with the Twins last year. But I'm also not really putting a whole lot of stock into that yet. Derek Jeter infamously made like 20 errors in his rookie season and then went on to win 5 Gold Gloves. So I truly believe we're looking at a top 5 second baseman by the end of the year. I think this kid is going to be so good. You come up to the big leagues and that first taste is successful. I think the sky's the limit. 2026 outlook. I think they got some guys here, but without Pablo López, I think it's just going to be too difficult to keep up with Detroit and Kansas City. You need your ace. Pitching staff is going to prevent them from really making some noise. It's going to prevent them from really making a wild card run. I don't think you can overcome losing your best pitcher. I don't think you can do that. With a team like this that was a fringe team anyway, I don't think you can overcome losing your best pitcher. Future does look bright, though. They have a lot of prospects. They got a lot of youngins that look like they're going to be pretty good. So, future's looking okay. But 2026, I don't think is going to be great, unfortunately. That's all I got. Shout out to W Energy. Link is below. Use promo code BATBOY. Get 10% off. Go check them out. We also got Sunday Swagger. Don't forget about them. Go check them out. I got the link below. The code for them is actually in the description. So follow that. It'll take you right there. You don't have to do anything, and you get 15% off. Go check that out, too. Tomorrow, we are back with the Chicago Cubs. That one's going to be fun. I like the Cubs a lot this year. So we'll get into them tomorrow. We'll see you guys then.